Okay, so this is a video for the parts of soprano and alto on Falling in Love. We're going to take this much like we would a sectional rehearsal. That is, we're going to break it into parts, into different sections, a little at a time. There'll be some repetition, and then we'll go on to the next section. So we'll be doing this at about the same tempo that I expect that you'll be doing it in performance. This is a pretty slow piece, so we don't need to take it under tempo to learn it. It should be something like this. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the voices enter. 1, 2, 3, 4, something in that ballpark. So as you can see from the music, at first the sopranos and altos sing together, and they're singing the lower line. And they'll sing that from measure 3 to measure 10, and then, of course, you have the repeat sign. And then when they go back, the sopranos will take the top line, they'll split, and the sopranos will take the top line, and the altos will take the lower line. So what we're going to do is first just do the first time through. So this will be the alto line. And as I say, first time through, everybody's on this line, both sopranos and altos. I'll just give you one measure of this intro, these chords that you'll hear, and then I'll play your part. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now when you do the repeat, then the sopranos will take the upper line. So now I'll just play the upper line. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we'll just do it with both voices together. So this would be the second time you went through it. You would then sing it with the parts. And what I'll do is I'll just go ahead and play the final note that you would have the first time you went through it. This is where you're in unison. And let's just do these last two measures in unison. You would go, love with you, 2, 3, 4. Now both parts together. 2, Okay, so that takes us through that first section, and then we have the next section where the women, both sopranos and altos together, have the melody, and the men have an accompaniment figure. So here's the melody, and we're going to take it, it goes through to the top of the next page. So hopefully when I turn the page, we'll still be in the camera, or at least mostly in the camera. So anyway, so you've come at the end of this last section from here. Those are the notes you're playing. And now you're going to go to this B. Surely. Two, 3, 4. Let's see, I got a little out of the frame there, but mostly in. Okay, let's just do that one more time, and then we'll go on to the next section. This section where you're playing the melody, this is a pretty familiar tune, so hopefully it's something that you can pick up pretty quickly here. So again, we're going to end up on this interval, sopranos up here, altos here, and this is where you're going to. So that's the next section, and we go to is just several measures here where the sopranos are actually going to double the tenors. They'll be up an octave from the tenors, of course. And then the altos have an accompaniment figure by themselves. So the tenors and the sopranos are singing the melody here. So let's do the alto first, since that's the non-melodic part. So you're going to have come off of both sopranos and alto will have ended on this F. And you're going to go down a fourth. This is the altos, will be going down a fourth to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Okay, so that's the alto part. So here is the sopranos doubling the tenors. And again, you're coming from the F. That's where you end up on are meant to be, and then you're going to go down to down the fourth, down a perfect fourth to the C, which is here. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so what I'll do this time, just as the last time through for this section, is I'll play in the right hand the alto part, and in the left hand I'll play the tenor part, and which means that the women will actually be singing the tenor part up an octave so that you can hear both parts together. Hopefully this will go well. Okay. Again, we're ending on the F, 2, 3, 4. Sorry. Okay, so this is just like a live sectional, so when I make a mistake, you'll hear it, and so we're going to go back and do that again, and hopefully get it better this time. So one more time through that section, both voices together. 1, 2, ready, and here's your pitch. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now the next section, the sopranos go back to singing with the altos, and they're singing. The guys, the tenors and basses, will be singing the melody, and they'll be singing sort of a counter. The girls will be singing sort of a counter melody. Page turn, but that's just the idea. So what I'm going to do is just do that again so that you know where you're picking it up. Again, you're ending on, if you're an alto, you're ending on E. If you're a soprano, you're ending on C. And you're going to this F sharp. And coming off of the basses. So here we are. This is the men. They're going to be singing this. And then we'll stop at this section. Okay, so let's take that again one more time through this part where the sopranos and altos are singing together this counter melody to the guy singing the melody. And then when I did the page turn, I'll drop out of the melody just to turn the page, and where you're going to end up is in measure 28, and then we'll get into a new section. Okay, so here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Split. 4. So just at the very end, and measure 28, after being in unison, sopranos and altos, you will split. You'll each be on the D, and then the altos will drop a minor third to the B, and then you'll end up in unison again on the C. So getting into that, it's going to be here. Go some things, and then D together then, and then you end up on the C. Okay, and let's get this, make sure that this is in the picture. So now we have the final part of it, and this is where, again, the women are split, the sopranos and altos, and we'll just take the soprano part first. And I'll just play it all the way through. We'll just have a little longer section this time, because once you get down into here, you're getting into some familiar territory. This last line is actually a repeat of the music from the very first section. But this is where we're going to start on Take My Hand. You ended up in this last section on this C. 1, 2, 3. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then a repeat of that. Almost. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now we have the alto part. Again, you're starting on a C, just as with the sopranos, and then going up a major third. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. Okay, so that's the parts separately, and then I'll play it one time with the parts together, again starting from measure 29, where you're on the unison C, and then you split your parts at that point. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's it for this. Hope that's helpful.